to you in my office for a second? I don't think these are words anyone wants to hear from any authority figure in their life, especially not their boss at their first job. Suddenly, a feeling of nervousness swept over me, even though I knew I had done nothing wrong. I didn't know at the time that this interaction would lead me to being at my best in my life so far. In the summer of 2023, I was being pushed in a direction I never saw myself doing, and that helped me for the better. At 16, I had gotten my first job working in a nursing home kitchen, and I really liked it because it was the first time in my life that I could have my own money, the job not being too strenuous and the hours being really flexible. I was even a good enough employee that they made me a cook and gave me a $2 raise. I thought everything had been going well so far until my boss had pulled me into her office and told me that I could no longer have my position because of the requirements of age, which was to be 18. I was only 16 at the time. This really frustrated me because I knew I had earned my position, but I also knew there was nothing I could do about it. They told me that they had overlooked it when they hired me and that it was a mistake. But during the same meeting, they offered me a different position as a CNA. I agreed because my sister had already been doing the same thing for about 2 months at the time. While I was training, I was required to do a 75-hour course in Winstead from the start of June to the end of July, every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. It was really convenient because all I had to do was get myself there and the classes were paid for. When I had arrived there, the class consisted of 9 people, 3 high schoolers, 2 adults, and me. I was the youngest person there, so that didn't make me feel any more welcome to be there. The class was also led by a registered nurse at the facility. Every day, I had to get there, put my phone in a box, and sit and listen for 4 hours, with only a 20-minute break in between. It felt like the same thing over and over, and I felt like I was spending more time in the class than I was with my family or friends or doing anything else throughout my summer. It got to the point where I got physically sick, but I still had to attend the class with a fever and all. By the end of the class, only 5 people remained, the 3 high schoolers, me, and 1 adult. The following week, we had to start our hands-on training, but what I like to call 3 8-hour unpaid shifts. This is when it started feeling like an extreme waste. The first day I got there, I saw a big fire truck and a couple police cars outside the building. Apparently there had been a gas leak and everyone had to evacuate. So that was a really good start to the day. Every day it felt like it drudged on, like I was just following one person right after the other, just trying to get my stuff done. I felt like I was a bother to these people just trying to do their jobs, but I still had to continue on to pass. As soon as the class ended, I felt a great sense of accomplishment, but also nervousness because I knew it wasn't over. I still had to test on my skills. The first came knowledge testing, which is just paper and pencil testing online. I knew I would at the least get a passing score, so I wasn't really worried about that part. The part I was more worried about was my skills. So, basically a performance you have to perform for these people, 3 to 4 skills within a 30-minute time limit to get all the things you have to get done with all them being completed. Mid-August, I had arrived to Ridgewater College. The halls were completely empty, so that did not make me feel any more calm. I had to sit down and wait for the proctor to call my name until I could get my turn to go. I had no idea what skills I would get, so I was really nervous. By the time the test ended, I only had 10 seconds left. The proctor could not tell me anything. She just told me that I had to wait until I got my results from the Minnesota Department of Health. I wasn't sure if I passed, not that I wasn't confident, just that it's really easy to miss something. About a week later, I got an email with big green letters saying I had passed. I was really happy because this was the first time in my life that I'd seen my hard work pay off. As soon as I started working for my license and a really delightful raise, I found out that hard work really does pay off. Throughout the summer, I learned that I could do difficult things even when I really don't want to. This experience has really taught me and will continue to teach me lessons that I will probably use throughout my whole entire life. I know that this was only a stepping stone to the greater things that I want to achieve throughout my life, and this summer pushed me in a direction that I had never seen myself going in, ever. And this summer has given me opportunities to do a lot of things throughout my life. And being pushed in a direction that I never see myself going in. has pushed me to be at my best. Thank you for listening to my speech.